It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. His initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's near the 1st down, stopped a little short of the 40.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air. And
oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Seventh play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Mitchell. They get 16 on that connection, and that will be a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Back to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. Good blocking, and he's in. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Dreadnoughts will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A.J. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will go all the way. Devon A.J. Touchdown, Panthers. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. All even on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL. on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
Here comes the jet sweep. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Dreadnoughts will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here's Willis. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And nothing there. He'll duck forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
3rd and 6. Willis now to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and He's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now a deep ball from Mitchell, and that is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Dreadnoughts set to kick this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Carolina. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Panthers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Really nice footwork here with a little tightrope action along the sideline. But this is all about the pass leading him a little too far out of bounds, and he's unable to secure the catch.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the 1st half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. 2nd half is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
From the pistol, here's Achad. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pistol snap to Willis. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Now Willis. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify.
And he can't get away. Down he goes back to the 16. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers move out in front. The new score, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Dreadnoughts 14.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Panthers' 18-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's complete. He's got it to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is third and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Dreadnoughts. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Dreadnoughts move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Willis to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked up by their rookie corner. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at this... I like that they haven't gone super concerned, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll look Hopkins' way again. This is also complete.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. They face second down and 7. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Mooney. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. This is first and 10. Willis. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Willis now to throw. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. 13 yards on that pass play. It's a Carolina first down. Throwing, Willis. And that ball went in too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Here's Willis. Finding space at the 40. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's second down. Now Willis. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult